Elton John had Still Standing, Fear the Walking Dead had Still Standing, and they both had an issue with a bit of a broke back mountain. Welcome back to the channel. It's season 5, episode 7, The Damn Mountain. They can't get past it. They need a plane. Even though John Dory says to Dwight, it would take a few days to get past the mountains. This show gets dumber by the week, doesn't it? Because why do they need a plane if John Dory's saying to Dwight, yeah, that would take days actually for me and you to walk and find Sherry? So why can't the rest of them just walk? No, actually explain that. That doesn't even make any sense. Dwight and John Dory, let's just wrap them up. John Dory tells him that here, actually, this is a letter for Sherry here, and you know what, I lied to you because I wanted you to keep on fighting, boy. I wanted you to keep on believing. Can't believe anymore. Sherry's doesn't want him risking his life.
Yep, Sherry doesn't want him to risk his life, continue going on, therefore John Dory didn't want to show Dwight that. But Dwight then finds the letter after Dory gives it to him and decides he's going to keep looking anyway because he's not going to give up despite Sherry not wanting him to look. Just boring, man. I like John Dory and I like Dwight, and I think the interactions between these two are probably the best of the show, but it's just, this show just feels like there's no direction. It's either looking for somebody or looking for gas or looking for a part. I mean, it does feel like characters just wander around. It's like, there needs to be more.
You know, there does need to be more, but that sums those two up. All right, let's move on to Morgan, shall we? So he's out there on his walkie-talkie. I swear to someone needs to take the batteries out these walkie-talkies. I'm sick of it. No, when was the original group, right, and The Walking Dead, when did they ever have this much communication? This is fucking ridiculous.
Well, they didn't split up as much, like, so I suppose it wasn't as necessary, but...
No, they didn't, but when they did, you felt like there was jeopardy. It's like every 2 seconds in this show, man, you hear the static, and they come over the walkie-talkie.
And you know what, like, you can't say it's good dialogue. It's just dialogue that you could do without. It's fucking garbage.
Yeah, you know,
it's probably just to make
it's not
you
Glenn
feel like...
calling Rick a dumbass levels of quality, is it? But Morgan here, he's like, oh, the only way I can save Strand and Charlie, who are, you know, getting bouncy castles out and blocking walkers off, he's like, is if I dress myself up in a hazmat suit and put the mask on. So what does he do? He gets to them. He protects himself. He's safe from the radiation. Then what does he do? As soon as he gets there, he kills the walkers, takes off the mask, and he takes off the hazmat suit. Explain.
Yeah, I didn't get this. Like, what's the point of wearing it if you're going to take the suit off straight away and just expose yourself? Like, dumb as fuck. I do not get it, man. I honestly do not get it. Here, I'm wearing this suit, so I'm protected. As soon as he meets up with him, takes the suit off. I mean, he could have told them, and Morgan... we've seen it, the daft stick. We knew who it fucking was anyway.
And then after this, he meets up with the woman who's been already, you know, she's been exposed,
infected or whatever, and
it's like, well, does that not infect him by being what a meter? I say a meter, man. Talk about social distancing. This should be social distancing here, but no, none of the kind. Right. Then you've got like Al there and Al and Juno. We need to get fuel. That sums that up. My biggest problem with this episode, right, is Alicia. No means no. If these kids don't want your help, you fuck off, man. And this is all about perception, by the way. See if this was the ocean side, right, and there was this man that wouldn't take no for an answer, and he kept trying to help them.
Yeah,
would he not look like a weirdo? Would he not look like some sort of pervert? So what the fuck is the difference here?
He would, like, but can you not argue because they're kids? It almost feels like she's got a duty to, you know, try. But I totally get what you're saying. Like, I mean,
yeah, we can say they're kids, and some of them are young.
If this was a guy that refused to leave these kids alone and kept following them and kept trying to get them to come back to his community or his place, it would be viewed a hell of a lot differently. And I mean, Alicia claims that she's doing it to make up for what she's done in the. What has Alicia done that's so bad? Yeah, she's had to kill a few people, but the one person that she should have killed was Charlie, and she didn't do that. But of course, can't kill Charlie.
No, we can't kill a kid, especially a female kid.
Not a chance.
Not a chance. The walkers, they break free for the maze with Annie and Max. Oh, how convenient! One breaks free, and the rest of them all break free. Oh, Yeah, that was some good shit. To then get back, um, you've got Alicia there. Alicia's like, how many rounds have you got? None. They're not loaded. You've just got the wee specky Dylan kid sitting there, dumbfounded, man, deer in the headlights.
Yeah, so apparently they've been carrying these guns around. Then the walkers start to break in, and we have Alicia asking for her stick back, her weapon back, and it's like, why are you asking? Why not just fucking take it, grab it off Annie? Especially since they've just said that the guns aren't loaded, they've got no rounds, so I don't know why Alicia's begging for the opportunity. If Alicia's capable of taking down all these walkers and these kids aren't, then surely Alicia is capable of grabbing her weapon off of Annie.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I would think. Then Alicia starts to kill all the walkers, and the kids try to escape. They're all down apart from Annie. Two of the walkers get past Alicia. They fall down this embankment. They're closing in on the kids. All of a sudden, Annie pulls out her pistol and starts shooting, even though they said they had no rounds. I guess she had, I don't know, a clip or something like that. She kills both of them, and then we see Alicia on top of a walker, and it's one of these radiation walkers, but she decides to like stab it and kill it anyway. And then after she does it, she starts freaking out, even though she could clearly see it was infected in the first place. So I don't know why she killed it when she could have just got off it and ran. And this show's done a really bad job of making walkers feel like a threat. I'll be shocked if anybody of any importance dies.
Yeah,
to a walker in this show.
that's the problem, right? You can give people right plot armor against like walkers and like in hand to hand combat, but see radiation like this, it doesn't matter who you are, you're going to die. At the end of the day, I mean, it doesn't matter on your stature. I mean, look in real life. I mean, like there's some great people in the world, you know, celebrities, actors, world leaders. They catch diseases and they die. They get old and they die. So when you get a TV show like this, and you know this Grace character's going to die of the radiation, well, why is Alicia and Morgan any different?
Because they're main characters, that's why.
And that's why it's ridiculous. So it just doesn't work. And then the whole scene where Annie shoots the walker is so fucking forced. Like, oh look, it's showing that she can protect this group. It's so empowering.
Yeah, she can't. She's missing the shots until we get the focus on the zoom in, and then that's when she narrows it down and she hits it. You've got to be some sort of dumbass to enjoy this.
No, you
it
do.
Really is fucking shite television.
The episode ends. Alicia tells Morgan, "I'm being followed by a herd." I have no idea what happens to Alicia. Is this the last we'll see of her? Maybe the mid-season finale is. I don't know if she takes a few seasons off. I mean, honestly, why not take a few seasons off of this shit show? But then out of nowhere, the alarm goes. And then Grace confirms to Morgan that the alarm going off signals the start of a reactor meltdown. It's Chernobyl. It's 1986. Well, let's rate this episode out of 10, shall we? I actually feel like it gets worse each episode. Like, literally.
I mean, I don't know. It's kind of bad. Like, it's hard to say whether one episode is really worse than the other. I'll give it a 2 out of 10.
I mean, I see your point, but I feel like it almost gets more, like, idiotic. It's like each episode finds a worse way of becoming more stupid.
I'm just not enjoying this, and honestly, I don't know anyone who could enjoy it. It's not a good show.
Like, I feel like there's so much going on, but at the same time, there's nothing of, like, substance. There's just nothing happening. It's like every scene feels forced.
It's a tough watch. I can't really describe it any more than that.
It really is a tough watch. Anyway, we have watched 7 episodes. We are at the halfway point next time. That feels incredible, man, to even be saying that. You give it a 2. I'll get a 2 as well. Do you think the mid-season finale will get any better? Any thoughts? Any death predictions? Or
honestly, don't care. It's strange, man. You're just at this point just watching it because we're in season 5. But
that's the mission.
I think it's the worst TV show I've ever watched that I've kept watching. I've watched some bad TV shows that I've maybe watched one episode of or watched half an episode of and went, you know what, fuck this. But in terms of a TV show that I've committed to watching seasons of, I think this is the worst. I can't think of anything that comes close.
You're right. You know, you've got a show that's boring. You've got a show that there's no 1 ounce of comedy. You've got a show that just logically doesn't make any sense. Like, there's not one redeeming quality of this show. The only thing you could say about it is it's like, you know, it's got original Walking Dead characters and it's in the same timeline. But that, to me, like, People slabber about C Nation, right, and say what they want. I haven't really watched. At least C Nation has like comedy elements. It's not. You're not supposed to take it too serious. You're supposed to take this show serious.
True.
This is just a. It's a black mark, man, on the original Walking Dead, which already at this point was already doing the shitter. Anyway, guys, thoughts down below. 2 out of 10. Peace.